Aloha friends. A lot of you know that every day after my lunch I like to take a walk, and a lot of people ask me where I got my cool sun hat or sun umbrella from. Etsy. I love Etsy. But okay, you all know that I love to travel and I do a lot of keto retreats, and on my keto retreats all the participants quickly learn, what is Maria pulling out of her purse? It's sauce. Yes, I do make a sauce. Even when I was in South Africa, wherever I'm at, you can always find these ingredients at the store, so don't stress out. This recipe started from my coconut ginger fish recipe, and it used coconut milk and stuff. So in Bali I did use coconut milk to make it, but you can usually always find cream cheese, ginger, garlic. I always bring my red mint salt with me, and I just make it. I always have this huge Tupperware in my suitcase and my stick blender, because I bring Equip protein powder with me, and I'll make a shake, and you need like a blender of some sort to get that Equip to combine really well. But this recipe is delicious, and if you come on one of my retreats, I'll let you try some on your fish or whatever. It tastes best on seafood, so I love it on like octopus, things like that. But yeah, come on my retreats, because we're going to Portugal in May, and maybe I'll make a big batch for everybody to try. So come check out my kitchen and see how we make the recipe. Okay, so this recipe started with my recipe that's called like the best coconut ginger fish or coconut fish. It's on my blog. It's a recipe, free recipe, you can check it out. But it kind of morphed into this because I couldn't, simmer the coconut milk and stuff. So this is how it turned out. And I usually bring some beef broth with me. Yes, I bring a very big suitcase. Those of you who've traveled with me, and you should, notice that. So I'm just gonna add some beef broth, and try to find a beef broth that doesn't have sugar. It's not always easy to find beef broth in other countries because they're always making their own stock, right? Now, one thing I have used instead of stock, if I'm out of beef broth, is heavy cream. So you can do that, but it's going to be a very, very calorie dense sauce. A little bit goes a long way, and you need garlic and ginger, and I always bring stevia glycerate with me, and then cream cheese. So that's all you need, and it sounds very, very simple, but it's really, really good. Adding fish sauce just adds another layer of flavor to it, and we're using raw garlic, so you don't need a ton. And I'm just gonna chop it up a little bit. And yes, I pack a knife with me. You guys, I'm a little crazy. I get it. So, and I will share my sauce if you come to, I have a Portugal trip coming up. I'm not a master chef here, so I don't chop perfectly. Trip to Portugal coming up in May that I'm super excited about, and I will share some sauce if you wanna sit next to me at dinner. That's what I love about our retreats. It's like summer camp, because you're just hanging out with everybody and you just make such great friends. I already texted two of the people that were on the Croatia trip this morning, checking in on them. And yeah, we definitely make friends for life. So I just take the outside of the ginger off. And anything underneath the ground you want to try to buy organic. And again, you don't have to be perfect with this, because the stick blender or your blender will do this. If I'm at home, I make this in the blender, but I want to show you how I make this on like a retreat in my hotel room. Yes. Craig's laughing in the background because we always have to stop at the grocery store so I can make sauce before we go to a restaurant. I don't like dry fish. I mean, sauce can fix anything that's dry and gross. And I usually get the seafood platter, I like a variety of different things. So the ginger will go in here. I don't need that much. Save that for later. And then I'm gonna add stevia glycerate. And depending on how sweet you want it, stevia glycerate is a non-bitter stevia. And then my red mint real salt. I'm gonna season that pretty well right now, because I'm gonna add cream cheese after this. But I'm gonna blend this up first to make this into really small pieces. And if you want to go on a retreat with me, I want to go everywhere. So if there's a place you want to go with me, list below. I want to do a trip to like New York during Christmas time. I want to do New Orleans. I think that would be really fun. and it gets really frothy, so that's great. So where would you like to come with me? I never thought that I wanted to do like a group trip like that because I like to do my own thing. But oh my gosh, it's been amazing because all you do is show up at the airport and there's a private car that picks you up, takes you to a beautiful hotel. You never have to worry about transportation. You never have to worry about a hotel, booking a hotel, restaurants, activities. It's all done for you. You just show up with a smile and you have a good time and it's awesome. So now I added the cream cheese and I'm just gonna puree this up. You want to make sure it's softened, so letting it sit out. And most salad dressings have seed oils in them, so I try to avoid those. So it's just nice to bring my own. So now it's totally finished. And all I do is, gotta separate this, here we go. All I do is I portion it into little Ziplocs, and I always have, no matter where I've been, every place I've traveled to always has a little hotel refrigerator for like sodas or drinks, whatever, and I just put my sauce in there, and that's how I go. And I just throw one into my purse before we leave, and yeah, I have a great, delicious sauce for my recipe. But anyway, I will try to write that recipe down because I don't really measure. I just kind of go with it. If it needs more salt, I'll throw more salt. If it's too thick, I'll add more broth. If it's too thin, I'll add more cream cheese. If I need more garlic, just add some more of that. But that's how it is. I hope you enjoy it. If you try it, let me know. Comment below if you like it or not. Super simple, super delicious. Mahalo, everybody. Okay, so with my coconut ginger sauce, I love to have it with fish. I like it with octopus. At restaurants, I'll usually order swordfish or any fish that they have. The seafood platter, like I mentioned. But if I have it at home, this is usually how I make it. I get the tallow and throw that on the skillet, cast iron, to get a nice crispy crust. So turn that up a bit and put it right on in there. Just season it up. I am going to turn the fan on better. Oops, now it's off. There we go. And dinner is ready in no time. Ta-da! Here is a really easy dinner. I had stuffed mushrooms, that video. I always have leftovers in the fridge. And then just the sauce, just drizzle it all over. And it's just super, super good, super easy. It took me like 5 minutes to make, if that. And I hope you try it. And maybe you can come on one of my trips with me and I'll share my sauce with you. Mahalo, everybody. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with PCOS, acid reflux, depression, and IBS. Instead of taking those prescription drugs, I decided to change my life with food. Yes, food healed me, and it's healed so many of my clients over the past 20 years of working with people. If you are interested in transforming your life, check out KetoMaria.com. I'd be honored to help you.